All right, David Rhodes, detail number 2. Just came out today to double check the drawings before we go ordering cabinets to make sure it all works out correctly. Over here, starting on the sink wall, sink on center. To the left, 21 inches. This is a 42 sink base, 36 for our Lazy Susan cabinet. We are at about 1.25 inch filler, so we have plenty of play there. Moving on down the wall, we have our 24 dishwasher opening, a base cabinet, and then we have our, I believe it's 24 pantry. Pushing on over to there, we have our fridge, which our plumbing and our electrics in the correct spot. And then our end panel, 1.5 inch end panel is right here, which is about 3.5 inches off of the outlet box. So with the cover on, we'll have plenty of room here. It won't look like it's too tight together. Going over here to the stove wall. The uppers on this wall. We have an adjustable filler here for our wall cabinets. And then we have 2 cabinets here. So we'll have, we have about 5 3/8 of space from here to here, but after the trim goes on, again, we're still good on spacing. And because we have the adjustable filler on this side, we will have equal margins on both sides of the windows, so everything is symmetrical and centered. Over here on the stove wall, pulling over our corner cabinet, we have our wall cabinet. This is the right side of our wall cabinet, and the left side of our wall cabinet. This is good. This right here should be roughly the bottom, so again, we're good. The end on this wall is about 4.5 inches off the wall, which means our crown molding will work out nice and won't wrap around or be seen from this side, which is good there. One question that comes to mind though, we have 42-inch cabinets in here. With the ceiling height the way that it is, it should probably be changed to 39s, simply because at 54 inches right here, if I pull down from the ceiling, we're at 42 3/4. So we probably should go with 39s and a 1x3 up top for a riser, and then our crown mold can nail to that. I think 39s would be the best call here. Even if we are doing standard overlay, it could get a little questionable depending on how much space there is above the doors to the top of the cabinet. Finally in here, the island, 8-foot island. It should tie into the left side of the fridge. So the island will start here on the left side of the fridge, or the end of the pantry. 8-foot island pushes us on over. It'll stop around here. We'll have 42 to 46 inches of space between the front of the base cabinets to the side of our island. So as far as the kitchen goes, layout is great. The only question here is 39 versus 42 for the uppers. Moving on to the bathrooms. This right here is the master bathroom. I pulled center on the wall. We have a 24-inch 3-drawer base cabinet there, 12 and 12. The pipe is within our 12-inch mark, so we're good, or our 24 cabinet, I mean. So it's not going to end in the middle of 2 cabinets, which would make it a little more awkward. So the drain pipe will be cut out with a U in the back of the cabinet, no worries. Our plumbing for our 2 30-inch sink bases works out just fine. We'll have about a 2 to 2.25 inch filler on both sides. This is the master bath. Moving on to the next bathroom now. Or this right here is the other bathroom on the right side of the home now. In here we have a 48-inch vanity. I assume that there's drawers on both sides of that at 12 inches. So the plumbing works out just fine there with a 1-inch filler. Plenty for the depth there. We have 21 depth. This right here is more than enough space. If we have a 48-inch vanity in here with a 1-inch filler, we've got about 24 or 2 foot from the center of the drain to the right side of our cabinet. So we'll have plenty of room there to be to code for a little trash can, toilet paper, whatever. It won't be encroaching too far onto the toilet space. So the 48-inch vanity in here works out fine. On to the last bathroom. All right, this here is the half bath. This is the one closest to the kitchen. In here, this is the only question. We have a 42-inch vanity in this bathroom instead to kind of set it apart from the rest. So originally we had talked about having a space here before the vanity starts at about maybe 12 inches. If the left side of the cabinet has the drawers, basically assuming that that's a 12-inch 3-drawer base on the left side, technically, to our hot water there, to our drawer slides, we'll have about a foot of space here. And over here at that same mark, we'll have about 22 inches, maybe 21 inches of space from the center to the right side of our sink base. Also, in this room here, 21 inches is a little bit tighter, 3.5 inches of space from the front of our face frame, as long as this wall is nice and plumb. 21 inches. We have 3.5 inches of space from here to the front of our cabinet. Did talk with a customer today about possibly pushing the 42 all the way over, and then how much space we'd have left would be about 34 inches of space from the center of the toilet drain to the right side of our sink base. If we push it all the way to the wall, we'll then have 34 inches of space roughly between the right side to the toilet. So in that case, it might be worth ordering a 48 for this room as well. That way there's not too much space here to the side of the toilet. I should have more details on that later today before we go to order cabinets. If you have any questions about this install, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.